Okay, let's unpack this one. Chuck Woolery died at 83.
Yeah.
You know, you think Chuck Woolery, and you think game shows.
Oh, yeah.
But there's more.
Oh, there's way more.
There's a lot more to this guy.
Absolutely.
So we've got a stack of stuff here we're looking at. We've got Entertainment Weekly, IMDb, his Wikipedia page, some AP News coverage. Even the New York Post chimed in on this one. So we are going to dive deep into the life of Chuck Woolery.
Let's do it.
And figure out what made this guy tick. Because, you know, there's some stuff in here that's pretty surprising.
Yeah.
When you think about, like, the game show host.
Yeah.
And then where he ended up. It's a journey.
It's a journey for sure. Yeah. I mean, he sort of represents different slices of American culture, like over the last 50, 60 years. And he seemed to kind of always have a knack for tapping into whatever the zeitgeist was at the moment, you know, whether it was music or television or even his political commentary later.
Yeah, so he was born in Kentucky in 1941, and music was like
his thing.
Yeah, right out the gate. I mean, he served in the Navy, he works a regular job, and then forms a psychedelic pop duo.
Wait, what?
Called the Avant-Garde.
Really?
This is like a movie.
I did not know this about him.
This is crazy, right?
It's funny because you look at his career and you're like, oh, yeah, Wheel of Fortune and Love Connection, and that's kind of it. And there's so much more. This is so interesting.
And they weren't just like messing around. They had a top 40 hit in 1968.
Wow.
With a song called Naturally Stoned.
No way. I am not kidding.
Chuck Woolery singing about being naturally stoned.
That is amazing.
Wow.
We got to hear this.
Let's hear it.
Okay. That is a vibe.
That's something else.
It's something else. And that was the 60s. So he's riding that psychedelic wave and then goes on to release solo country records. Talk about range.
That's incredible.
But television came calling right out. Yeah, like this is what's so interesting to me about him is that transition from music to television. He starts off with a children's show called New Zoo Review.
Oh, yeah.
Which ran for like 5 years in the 70s. You know? So like from psychedelic pop to entertaining kids, like he clearly knew how to connect with an audience.
Yeah, he had that something special.
Right.
Like some people have it, some people don't. He had that IT factor.
Yeah, the charisma.
Whatever it was.
The charm.
Yeah, he had it. And then, you know, the game show era.
Okay.
Wheel of Fortune in 1975, the original host, like...
Hard to imagine anybody else doing. Those early Wheel of Fortune intros.
Right. It wouldn't be the same without him.
Yep.
So he really set the tone for that show.
He did.
And even though he moved on in 81, it's like, that's his show.
Right.
Right. But then a couple years later, bam, Love Connection.
Oh, yeah.
Hits the airwaves. And that catchphrase. We'll be back in 2 and 2.
I mean, that is just so 80s. So 80s.
Perfect. Love Connection was, it was a phenomena. It really was.
It wasn't just a game show. It was part of the culture.
Yeah. Cultural touch.
And he was the face of that show.
Absolutely.
For over a decade. From 83 to 94.
Yeah. And then, you know, ends up in the American TV Game Show Hall of Fame in 2007.
Of course.
So
yeah. It's like, that's his thing, right?
Right.
But then later in life, he gets a little more outspoken about his conservative politics. That's a bit of a turn, right?
It's kind of a different direction from like the lighthearted, you know, fun and games.
Yeah. He co-hosted a podcast called Blunt Force Truth.
Yeah, I've heard of this.
Where he wasn't shy about sharing his opinions. And it sparked a lot of debate, especially his views on COVID.
Right.
I mean, that was
it made you think about, you know, how celebrities navigate their personal beliefs.
Right.
When they're in the public eye because, you know, do they stay in their lane? Or, you know, do they
see what they're thinking?
Say what's on their mind and risk.
The blowback.
Was that part of his appeal? Like, was that why people liked him?
I mean, it must have been for some people, right? Because he seemed to lean into being provocative.
Yeah. But it's got to alienate some of his fan base, too.
It probably did. Yeah. It's a tough line to walk, right?
It's a tough line to walk. It's a balancing act for sure.
It is. I mean, he was not afraid to, you know, risk alienating people to stay true to his beliefs.
Yeah. And it wasn't. All he has sunshine and roses in his personal life either. He was married 4 times.
Wow.
Had 5 children.
Yeah.
And tragically lost his son, Chad, in a motorcycle accident back in 1986.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah. So
Must have been hard to, navigate that while being in the public eye.
Right. Yeah. So continue to connect with his audience, never shying away from expressing himself.
Right.
Talented entertainer, bold commentator, a man who clearly lived life on his own terms.
Yeah, you got that sense from him. He did things his way.
Yeah. So what does this all mean? Chuck Woolery, more than game show host, musician, entertainer, commentator, a guy who was constantly reinventing himself.
Yeah, I mean, he never wanted to be put in a box.
Yeah, and he challenged us to see beyond the surface, right?
He did.
Yeah.
He reminds us that people are complex.
Yeah.
And there's always more to the story than what we see.
Right. And that's a great takeaway for all of us.
Yeah.
Think about favorite celebrities. What's underneath that public persona?
What don't we know?
What might surprise you? If you've done a little deeper.
Yeah. Good question.
Today is your lucky day. Today is the day that our $3 website works for you, paying you directly to your PayPal daily. Imagine $3 ongoing continuous payments to your PayPal account. Imagine falling asleep and waking up to $300 in your PayPal account. How would this make you feel? How could this help you? What bills could you pay? What kind of fun could you have? What does that retirement look like now? All for a one-time payment of $3. This website is DFY done for you, fully built and completely hosted, and never stops collecting payments for you. You have spent $3 on coffee on a regular, but that coffee won't help you create multiple streams of income. Click the link below.